Hello and welcome to another live stream. I do try and do it around 10 o'clock. Today I realise I'm a bit early at 9:17. I just fit it in when I can. So let's talk about today's episode. And today's episode is another 10-minute challenge. And this time I'm doing mind mapping in Doodly. Now, I think Doodly is very good for mind mapping, and we've looked at some really good use cases of Doodly before, and those things have been things like, off the top of my head in a live stream, flowcharts. I thought flowcharts was really good. Mind mapping is another one that I think will be really good. So I'm just going to drop my audio down a bit. For those who are new, sorry, wrong thing. For those of you who have just come in or you're watching again, I'm Big G. I make videos about video editing, video making, how to do explainer videos, tutorials, everything to do with making videos that you may put on YouTube. So let's go into Doodly. Now, here we've got my blank canvas. Last week I had the sizing wrong, so this bit got cut off. I do apologize for that, but I fixed it now. So I'm going to give myself 10 minutes and I'm going to make a mind map. 10 minutes starts now. So I'm going to go for some text. I want it to look like writing. And we're going to do sort of a chemistry lesson. And clearly I can't spell chemistry. Chemistry. And we're going to make that big, and that's going to go in the center. Now we're going to have a prop, and we're going to go for bubble. So we're going to try and put it in a bubble. Probably this is the best. Now here we're going to have a problem. See that problem? So let's set that to the back. And chemistry fits in, but it does mean I can't really select. Oh, I can select my chemistry. Normally you have trouble here. Now I suspect we're going to have trouble because we are going to have a smart erase problem. So I'm going to preview this. I've also gone for glassboard. I think that looks much better. Oh, fantastic. We don't have a smart erase problem. The next thing we need is a line, because we're going to use lines to connect it. Now, we're going to have a problem with line because it's something to do with Doodly. Just to save myself time, I'm going to go for this dashed vertical. Now, here's the problem. If I make this line longer, it makes it a little bit thicker. See that? It gets thicker. I don't know if pressing Shift does anything. No. Control. No. Okay, so I've got my line. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to copy this. I've got all I need. So need to be clever about how we do this. So I want to make this smaller. Let's have one going straight up. In fact, it doesn't even need to go that high, does it? Let's have one there. So here we're going to have my microphone's in the way. That's why my spelling's so bad. States. And that's going to be made smaller. So states of matter we're going to have. Okay, so let's copy and paste. So we want to try and get things in the right order. So can you think of a state of matter? I can. Solid. Already I'm finding I'm running out of room, so and you want to put that at the back. You want to move this down. Yeah, I freed up some room. Solid. Okay. And going to copy. No. I want to copy that and paste that. So we're going to go over here. And copy this and paste it. here we're going to go for gas. So I think this would just be fiddly to do with other software. I do think Doodly really lends itself well to this. I think that's a bird landing on my roof, if you can hear a strange sort of noise. This needs to be really small. I'm not sure I can't get that any smaller. So I have to line that up there, and I have to put that right to the back. And I have to put that to the front. That's not good, is it? Right. But I can't do anything about that. Copy, paste. Again, if anyone's watching for Doodly, have a duplicate button, please. Liquid. Liquid, and I spelt it correctly. Now I'm just going to put it there so it goes over that line, and I'm going to put that there so it goes over the line as well. Yep. So now we can have different, I'm going to put in a different line because we're going to have some connections between these things. This is fiddly, but it's not too bad. So that was the last one. Let's copy that, paste that. Now, when it goes from a liquid to a gas, I'm talking about when a chemical, that's evaporate, and I want to make that really small. Because when it goes the other way, that is condense. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Can you believe that? And I want that to go, I want these to sort of align with the line. There we are. Right. Okay. Who at home knows when a liquid goes to a solid? What's that? Let's try and get those to line up. Copy and paste that. Liquid to a solid. Evaporates. And a solid to a liquid. Everyone should know that. 3 minutes left. Melt. Okay. So the only thing I don't like is this. Is there anything better than that line? Let's have a look for connector. Let's have a look for arrow. An arrow might be better. What was there? Let's have a look if an arrow is better. I'm just going to try the big arrow, because by the time you make it fit in, might be. Right, that one I'm going to delete it. Yep. I'm going to slot this in here. Just works better. Space them apart. So now I need to get that arrow all the way up here. to be in the right place. Okay, I need to get rid of this. I don't need that anymore. I have 1 minute left. So I think I'm going to put some movement in. I'm going to adjust these. Right, so don't need 3 seconds for that. I need 1.5. I want the word chemistry, then 1.5, 1.5. 3 seconds for that. No. I think we can go with a second. I should have changed this so I didn't need to keep duplicating it. I don't mind if the words take a long time to write, but I don't think the lines need a long time to write. Draw, I should say. So let's get that down to 1.5. Everything seems okay in terms of thingamajig. Right, let's get this done. Let's get zooming in. Sometimes I find when you zoom in, 7 seconds left, it looks a little bit jittery. 2 seconds left, that's it, that's my 10 minutes. Turn off there, right. Oh, where does the time go? I have, it just goes, doesn't it? Right, let's have a look at preview. I'm going to save that actually. Here we go. Click off that. Chemistry. That's good. Oh. Hold on, right. That needs to go to the back, right. I'm slightly over my 10 minutes there. Let's have another look. That's why I did it that way. So obviously with chemistry, there's an awful lot more I could do and talk about, but I'm not going to because I run out of time. The only thing I will change is I want to make that more subtle. In fact, I think I want to do it the other way around. I want to do it the other way around. Now I put this at the top because I was hoping I'd have more time and I get lots more things off, but I've only got one branch of chemistry done, which is the states of matter. The other thing is, I think I would change the order. So we'd have states, then a line, solid, yeah, let's have a quick look at that. I think that looks pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good way to convey a topic in mind map. It doesn't have to be for revision, but teachers could use this. You could use this to cover lots and you could see a mind map gradually unfold being drawn in. I went for the glass board. I personally think that looks the best, but of course you might want to go for just the standard whiteboard or a chalkboard. There's one more little tweak I'm going to make. So I'm just going to rotate that. That's really subtle. I've rotated it So it just covers that line up really, and I'm just going to make it bigger. And now my rotation is completely lost. There we are. And this, in fact, because I haven't put much in, I can afford to make that a lot bigger. And I just want a degree. Can I? Oh. There, that's better. Yeah, so that's good. This line here, probably just make that a little bit shorter. Happy with that other line. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That's really good. Excellent. And I did that all in 10 minutes. So, to do a proper one, you're probably looking at around 40 minutes, but there we are. Anyway, do check out my other 10-minute challenges in Doodly, where I show what you can do in Doodly in a short amount of time. Really, I think if you're spending a long time in something in Doodly, it's not the right bit of software. The idea of Doodly for me is to create quick videos that summarize things really well. So this is why I think it's ideal for mind maps and flowcharts. It looks good, you can add in movements, and it shouldn't be taking you too long. Hence why I do these 10-minute challenges. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully I'll see you next Saturday between 9 and 10. Keep safe, and I'll see you later.